and then it comes out purple, and then welcome to the Glacially Musical Podcast. It is beer, metal, and swearing. Of course, I am Nick Cameron of the Glacially Musical Podcast that I think I just announced. I am joined by my good friend, the Regine Cajine, Don William Fontaine de la Tourmont. How we doing, buddy? Great, don't say anything. And my good friend, he's not just my friend, but he's also from New York, Keefy Chandlers. How we doing today, buddies?
Doing splendiferous. How about you?
It's kind of a, okay. It's kind of an, what's that question that you don't answer, but I always do? Rhetorical. Kind of rhetorical, yeah. So the departments, as always, greeting, beer check, vinyl check, news check, shirt check, meat of the episode, and the meat of the episode is the iconic Deicide's Legion. The beer of the week is to match how angry and deathy this is. Bright Vibes IPA by Four Hands Brewing. What you got done?
I am rocking, I just couldn't quit this stuff, man. So I had to go get me some more Blue Moon. So I'm rocking a Blue Moon in my old school Animals pint glass.
What's going to happen first? You drink a Hopsecutioner on this show, or Nick drinks a Hopsecutioner on this show?
So you got to look at this like courting, I can't give it all to you so quickly. Like you've got to work me up into it.
Okay, so me. Okay, I'll be drinking a Hopsecutioner on this show in 3 to 4 weeks. So
have you had one? I mean, are they? Is it good?
It's delicious. I fucking love it.
Oh, Nick!
It's almost like you baited him into it.
I did try to.
You honey dipped him into cursing. That is some mind control MK Ultra shit.
But I didn't even try to.
It seemed like you
hilarious.
What do you got, Keefy? Now that Don's ruined the world.
Wait, hold on. Before you go on, I have to show this to you. This is why I watched myself, was because I actually made this sign that's Glenn Benton. That's got a post-it note on it that says, "Don't curse." So if I'm going to listen to any of you idiots, it's going to be Glenn Benton. All right. There you go.
Glenn would not tell you not to curse, but I know it worked.
It totally worked.
I had something else clever to say, and now I don't know what it was. I'm having a liquid death cherry obituary.
Thick with meth.
There we go.
It's time for a new one.
Thick with meth.
Come up with a new one.
I will. Don't tell me what to do. Cheers.
All right, cheers, everybody.
You're not
cheers.
my real dad.
How about Dickwad Seth? Like something like that,
Okay, you cannot make me laugh when I have a giant hazy IPA in my face hole.
I know.
And there's nowhere to spit it out.
That's my position. Look, here.
The foam is still all the way to the top. If I spat it out, my keyboard would be IPA flavored.
Oh, gross.
I mean, kind of cool.
I mean, it kind of is already.
I also don't want to know what else it tastes like, but that's a whole other podcast, folks.
Mm-hmm. So my vinyl check, I got a twofer this week. Sexy twofer. Gonna see some hot white nipple action. You ready for that?
No, don't.
You're gonna have to wait.
Is it Edgar? Oh, I knew it was gonna be Edgar Winter.
Sorry, I grabbed the wrong one.
I don't know why I knew it was gonna be Edgar Winter.
Edgar Winter. Hot white nipple action. It's got Frankenstein. It was like $5. Whatever. Who cares, right? And St. Louis band, the Bastard Squad. This is a St. Louis hardcore band. I got this at a yard sale for $1.
No shit. That's nice.
Don, don't talk.
I was just excited.
Don't talk. Don't talk during everybody else's vinyl show. Mute yourself now because you're going to talk. When you see this, you're going to talk. Okay, Patrick's on. Look at this thing. This is a pretty sweet-ass looking record.
That's pretty cool.
Don, you can talk now. I allow it.
Hold it closer. That's incredible.
I'll hold it closer, tiny dancer.
It's like transparent with the arch and the...
Yeah, and the
Fleur de
skyline.
lis and the skyline and
It's got
I don't know that I've
fleur de
seen-
lis.
impact font like a
Impact.
motherfucker. Fucking bastard sons. Bastard sons want you to know they mean business with impact font.
Totally. No Arial bold for these bitches.
I
No
have
They go
Comic
impact.
Sans.
I have never seen a record like this.
Yeah,
I've never seen a vinyl like that actually had. Yeah, that's not a picture disc. You know what I
No,
mean?
I
Like
don't
that-
think. I'm also going to point out that one of our listeners is getting a copy of that.
Oh,
Because I went straight up Nelly. Give me 2 per, cause I need 2 per. Get to strutting in my hardcore punk. Mosh. Done?
all right. So I got a 2 for also, but it is so not metal. It's ridiculous. But you know what? They were fun finds, and I loved them. I was at Goodwill, and I picked up these 2 albums for $1. We got Neil Diamond Gold live at the Basin Street. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is Peggy Lee live at the Basin Street East, and this is Neil Diamond live at the Troubadour. And I'm not gonna lie, man, these are awesome. Like I knew nothing about Peggy Lee other than the fact that she was kind of she was an actress in some really bad movies.
I heard she got married.
Peggy Lee got no, Peggy Sue
that was
got
Peggy
married.
Sue. Oh. To Nicolas Cage, though. So-
yes, like whiny Nicolas Cage, but
Not even good Nicolas Cage. Like post Raising Arizona.
it was like
But, like-
Nicolas Cage with his voice still cracking. It was
Yeah,
weird.
it's he had no pubes then.
No.
He just had that mustache, which he was born with. So, the worst day of my life, I was working at the Scott Trade Center, Enterprise Center now, Kill Center then. It is the Neil Diamond concert. My mother loves 2 artists that I'm aware of in my whole life. Eagles and Neil Diamond. She couldn't afford to go to the Eagles concert. That was expensive. But there she was at Neil Diamond, rocking out in my section. I would have rather seen her Indecto Derelicto than what I saw that night.
Neil has that effect on people, you know, like
He also
especially
did
the
not
ladies.
do the encore that night. He just skipped it.
What, he didn't do America?
That's Lee Greenwood.
No, they're coming to America.
Coming to America is like his second biggest song.
Yeah. Did he not play that?
Dude, it was 1995. I don't care.
Okay, well, you should know these things. But anyway. So Peggy Lee, what I enjoyed, see, and we talk about this, I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but we love this. As far as vinyl finds like this, is that we all kind of love that feeling of finding something that you've never heard that you're like, oh, it's $1. Like, I have nothing to lose. Like, I have been listening to both of these and loving the hell out of them. So if anyone likes Diana Krall, like early Diana Krall before she went like huge and got the orchestra stuff, this is like total, like low key, like 4-piece jazz. Incredible. Literally like sounds like you are in a club listening to it. And Neil Diamond, on the other hand, is just like it's you could feel the sweat on the walls of this place. It's such a good show. But yeah, so that's what I got. What about you, Keefy? What do you got?
Don't say literally.
I can say literally all I want. Keefy, you go.
What you mean is actually though. So
Actually, that's what I meant. Sorry.
I have a 4-4. And my 4-4, 3 of my 4-4s is or 4 of my 4-4s is a preamble to my part of my news check, which is my 1-minute review of Milwaukee Metalfest. I picked up 3 things at the festival and 1 thing in my 1 record shopping soiree. So this was kind of fun. Rando Pink Floyd bootleg broadcast live from Rome, Italy, May 6, 1968. This is Pink Floyd Sans Sid, and it is broadcast live from the first International European Pop Festival at the Piper Club in Rome, Italy. And typical of Pink Floyd at the time, Astronomy Domine, Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun, one of my favorites, Interstellar Overdrive, and a Roger Waters interview on side B. I don't need, but okay. Maybe he was more interesting back then. Pretty cool. I bought this from my friend Christina at her booth for Creeping Death Design, which she has a shop now in Salem, Mass. Someday I'll go visit. I also got, I didn't have this, Death Angel Humanicide, strictly limited edition color vinyl from Nuclear Blast, $25. That was 30 for the Floyd. Death Angel, remarkably consistent for a band that is, almost 40 years old. Maybe 40 years old. And they're not that old, a bunch of dudes, because they were all teenagers in the Bay Area thrash scene. Oh, this is still wrapped, so I can't unbox this. I guess I'll open it. Hold on a second. I didn't open it yet. It was inside of an outer, so I was like, oh, I won't open it yet. But here we go. Dream, 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 dream. Probably gonna get flagged now. Where is Basin, whatever that Basin Street Club? Where is that, Don?
I'm pretty sure it's defunct now, but let me see.
Yeah, well, where was it? What city is it? That's what I'm
Is it
saying.
in DeKalb?
It just says New York. I mean, so
Okay,
like
I know,
it doesn't say like any recorded at the fabulous New York Club, Basin Street East.
All right,
So
cool.
I'll research it while you're talking and let you know.
No worries. So here's the vinyl. It is a gatefold. See if we can see the gatefold easily. Nope, not good at all. Death Angel live shots, lyrics, very nice, back cover. And then on this, what do you call this splatter pattern, y'all? Ooh.
Oh. Hmm.
That's Loganberry Splooge.
Oh.
Done.
Oh gosh. I was going more for like
I know.
I was gonna go with basically a Smurf pressed in between two plastics.
Smurfs
Vinyls.
are blue, that's purple.
I'm partially colorblind, remember? Everything looks blue.
Okay.
Okay, so it's purple. Okay. Oh, you know what it is?
I'm sorry, Dog Lemount.
I have a that's dyslexic, not colorblind.
What the fuck was that supposed
Because dogs are colorblind.
Dog. Okay, I just love that. Snoop
Dog
Dogg
De
De
Lemount.
Lemount. Snoop Dogg De Lemount. Okay, so then I'm gonna go with Barney.
Can't see colors.
I'm gonna say Barney Spooge on a plate.
Oh my lord.
I was gonna say Grimace gargled the Hamburglers come and then puked. All right.
Oh, I like that.
Third vinyl from the festival, bought on the last day of the festival. Jamie Jasta last solo album, and Jasta for All. It is not full of Metallica covers, but look at that album artwork.
Tremendous.
And autographed by Jamie and Phil Demmel, both who feature on the album. And I think it's plain old black, so no need to open it. But pretty cool. And then finally, and I'll get into it. I tried to get to Volta Records, but the surge pricing after the Brewers game I went to was ridiculous. So I got back to the Airbnb for $15 versus going to Volta for $45. There's no way to justify that.
Look, I liked Volta, but I mean, unless you were going to go there to buy me that King Diamond record that I didn't buy for myself, I'm okay with you not going.
I would have if I did.
Oh, you would not. I mean, I wouldn't. No.
I think I would have. Also,
I would have sent you nudes.
Perhaps.
Not of me. I mean, of somebody attractive.
So a straight line shot on the last day in Milwaukee, or next to last day in Milwaukee. I got to go to We Buy Records, which was the Crate Diggers discount record place of the city that everybody reviewed and liked. So I went to this place, super nicely, super cool, cool neighborhood. They were having a conversation about the Knicks, who are still winning 2-1 in the playoffs. Any case, I got Eagles One of These Nights for $4. This was a live album that I really loved in the 80s and 90s. I'm pretty sure it's from the late 70s, so it's kind of like
the Eagles. It's just called Eagles Live, the one with the amplifier on it.
Nope. Eagles, no? one of these nights, and this is like a raised print from the 70s. This is an original like press from whatever, but it's beat up. But like,
no, I was talking about the live album you were talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is that album I'm talking about. What are you talking about?
Eagles. I thought you said live album.
Eagles live album, One of Those Nights. That's what it is called. One of Those Nights. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Look at these handsome fellows. I would have fucked every one of them back then. One of these nights, Too Many Hands, Hollywood Waltz, Journey of the Sorcerer, Lion Eyes, Take It to the Limit, Visions After the Thrill Is Gone, I Wish You Peace. Not great. Not a great live album, but I seem to remember really loving this. I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it's the wrong one. All right. Anyway, that's my 4 for my vinyl check. Thanks.
All righty. So we're going to move on into the news check for the continuing story of Blue Dot Fever. AC/DC and Guns N' Roses and now Casey Musgraves are all coming to town. The lawyer wife and I already have tickets for Guns N' Roses. Right now they have sold about 20,000 in a 45,000 seater. The last time that happened, before Blue Dot Fever, Guns N' Roses canceled the show. They claimed Axl was sick. I don't know. And looking at AC/DC has sold about 30,000 in a 50,000 seater. So these tickets are not flying off the shelf. These tickets are also not that horribly overpriced. You can get into AC/DC for as little as $65. You can get into Guns N' Roses for as little as $40. However, these seats are not selling. And Casey Musgraves, the week after it went on sale, the last time she was here, the day they went on sale, all tickets were gone, and I had to spend $130 to buy a $30 last row seat in order to see her at the Stiefel Theater. Stiefel Theater is an amazing venue, by the way. She's now playing the Enterprise Center, which is the large part. That's the hockey arena that the Stiefel Theater is connected to. Back in the olden times, before the demolition, that was the Kiel Opera House and Kiel Auditorium, home of the St. Louis Hawks of the NBA. And that's where Metallica played. That's where everybody played in the 70s and 80s until they closed it in 1990-ish, and then everybody went to the Blues Arena on the outskirts of town. However, this Blue Dot stuff is getting real serious, and it is being talked about everywhere. It's being seen everywhere. So I'm going to be honest. If you're looking at a large-scale venue, a large-scale act, somebody who's definitely going to make money on tour no matter what, do not buy your tickets today. Wait it out. I'm seeing second run tickets for Metallica still going down, and whenever I go check on them, I get 4 to 5 emails over the next 3 days saying, why didn't you buy them? This is very weird. Things are happening. And with the inflation numbers today being at 4.7%, the highest in 3 years, this is likely only going to get worse. However, if a small band is coming to town playing in a club who may only get gas money if not enough people show up, make sure you go out and check them out and buy a t-shirt. And the other great news is Sebastian Bach has dropped a new single, Man on the Silver Mountain. I have not heard it, so my opinion is pure. Who asked for this? Done.
So can I just...
I did not ask for that.
Yeah, well, because there's a Dio tribute album coming out from last week's mention of Cleopatra Records. So that's why.
So somebody literally did ask for it.
Someone asked for it.
That's awesome. Okay.
Those things sell. So.
Oh, yeah, I know. I did not know that, but it's just funny. Who asked for this? Apparently Cleopatra Records asked for it. Go ahead, Don.
That is amazing, because I hope it's better than that last thing that came out, because that Dio tribute album, was it the Stand Up and Shout thing? That was ridiculous. And totally going on record here. I just sent in a picture to you guys in the chat to go along with the Blue Dot Fever thing. This is the ticket availability for Rush in Charlotte.
By the way, I have that Dio album. Thank
the
you.
Second night
on vinyl. Thanks.
Do you like it?
I love it.
The tribute album? I can give or take on some of that, but yeah.
So this was Just Your Life album?
That was what it was. That's what it was. Yes. But yeah, so to kind of piggyback off Nick, I just sent them an image capture of the arena in Charlotte, the Spectrum Center, for the second night of Rush. It's on a Sunday night in November, and it is so blue. Like it looks like a Democrat arena.
It's 70% sold, I would say, based on that photo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But this is a band that retired 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, it is not 70. It's 60% sold.
Easily 60. And I'll tell you what, too, because even looking
They
at
retired in 2016 or 7.
yeah.
Okay, 10 years, whatever.
Well, I mean, like 15 and 10 are different numbers. No?
And that's a
Only
big
if you're
difference.
And only because
only
this guy had
counting
brain
things.
cancer and he couldn't play anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Like that was
I'm
literally
not.
the
They
only reason.
retired because it was time to go. They would have never stopped if he
I'm
didn't.
not ragging on them for retiring. I'm saying my point was they retired some time ago, and this is them on the comeback trail, the highly anticipated tour.
Well, the major cities are all mostly sold out.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If they would have stuck to that the original quote unquote plan run, like every show was a sellout. But then again, like in Metallica fashion or anyone else fashion, they kept leaking out shows this more and more and whatever. And now it's kind of easy to see that like people ran very hard for the ones that went up primarily, and now we're kind of going into the oh well, I'm not sure what's going on here. But anyway, that I'm curious. I might be going to Rush. Who knows? I mean, the 4 rows from the ceiling is $102, but
That's way cheaper than it was when these things dropped.
the same tickets, the day these tickets went on sale, they were $295.
Yeah, and Rush is not coming to St. Louis. I would go if they did. I've never seen Rush. I would like to see this version of Rush or any version of Rush. So, is what it is.
Which goes right into my news story is that we had the opening night of Rush this week with Annika. I'm like seriously struggling that I might have FOMO if I don't go to this show, because there is something. I mean, she's young, comparatively to the guys and stuff like that. But man, you talk about some youthful energy that has just been pumped into that band. Like she didn't come in trying to sound like Neil. She didn't come in trying to replicate him. She came in being very true to the arrangements, but she has such a style of her own that it just worked. And to just watch her face reactions, like whenever the crowd would just go nuts, it was like this double thought of like, yes, I'm nailing it, to like, thank God they're not going to kill me here, and it was fantastic. And then I guess was it last night's show? Was it last night? They did 2112 in its entirety. Like that is something that I probably would have paid $200 to see that. Just because I don't think you're going to get that very often, and so the shows look like they've been a lot of fun. The stage production is massive. It's probably the biggest stage production I've seen them have in a while. But they look great. They sound great. Even Getty sounded better than normal. I mean, which isn't great, but Getty hasn't been great since Presto, to be honest, or Roll the Bones tour. I think was the last time I felt like he was like spot on.
Is that the one where he was rapping?
Roll the Bones.
Roll the Bones has a rap in it. It sucks.
Yeah.
I would say Geddy Lee sounds like 70-year-old Geddy Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to do 20-year-old Geddy Lee vocals, but he was never singing.
Oh, he sounds as good as Joe Walsh does now.
No,
still better. But
worse.
would you agree though that like it sounds a little, I don't know, it sounds a little less painful. I don't know what it is. Maybe I was just kind of caught up in listening to it, but it didn't sound as strenuous as he'd been.
I couldn't tell if they tuned it down or not. Maybe they did.
I think they may
like
have,
a half
because
step or something.
I mean, we know what a huge difference a half step down makes. You know what I mean? Like
most rushes in standard tuning, and then they would play in different keys.
Yeah.
They didn't do a lot of wild key, tunings.
No,
they would just play in whatever key they needed to be in. So, the augmented band sounds good. She's fucking killing it, and of course, the internet is in their feelings about a woman and not Neil and this and that. Mm-hmm. People will never do anything with their lives criticizing other people who will do something great.
I'll be honest. I feel like this is probably one of the most positive reactions I've seen in a good while of a major act replacements, as far as like how people are like, I was kind of I did see some of the haters and stuff like that, but these are also the same people that were probably just like, no Syd Barrett, no Pink Floyd, like stuff like that. But Anyway, I thought they sounded great. I thought this is good news. So if anyone's out there saw the shows or is enjoying them, let us know. We'd love to hear your stories and what your thought is on it. And I guess that my other big piece of news is not so much music, but Dr. Annie Andrews did win the South Carolina primaries to go toe to toe with Lindsey Ladybug Graham. So we will see what happens. Over to you, Keefy.
I like to mention a Lindsey Graham in time for Pride. Anyway.
Happy Pride, Lindsey. Come on out.
It's time for him to come out. Come out, Lindsey. I also would go to Disneyland with a bubble wand and short shorts. I would. I totally would.
Who says I haven't?
I'm sure you have.
Who says I'm not there now?
That's correct. Mentally.
It's a very swassy day, so you don't know what's going on below the shirt.
I'm wearing my pajamas. So let's see. News check. Chat Pile announced a new album. They are one of the best underground metal bands of the last few years on the Flenser label here in Oakland near me. Their last album and EP were basically 10 of 10s. Metallica has quietly retired Blackened whiskey after 6 years. Their master distiller, the current one, not the original one, the sort of protege of the original one, who I interviewed for Ghost Cult, Rob, went on.
That was fun because you had a bottle of that and we just drank whiskey on the show one night.
We did that. I was like, wow, I was fucked. I was so fucked mentally. Anyway.
I want to have a drunken show with you guys. That'd be fun.
Yeah, well, the drunken show needs to be like a Clerks, Role Models, something like that. A watch through.
Metal Years.
Princess Bride, the Metal Years.
Oh my God. It's the only way we're getting through the Metal Years is drunk as fuck.
Well, we got to be as drunk as Chris. What's his fuck? The race.
Oh God, no. Let's not.
I'm a full-blown alcoholic.
I wasn't even drunk. There was just water in those bottles.
Shut up, Mom.
It's like, look at my mom. Look at my mom. Shit.
Look at my mom. She's wearing a pillbox hat and she's holding her purse like a little old lady. Mom, you're old.
Look at my mom. It's Blackie Lawless.
And Penelope says, and what do you think about this, Mom? I'm deeply worried and concerned for him. This is not.
Was that even his mom, or was that just like some lady from Central Casting?
That's his mom.
It was his mom, but
Looked
they were
like from casting.
They were one of the, like a director's house or something. It was not.
She should have been. She should have been concerned that her son is a raging racist piece of shit. But anyway.
Where do you think he learned it? I learned it from watching you, Mom.
Watching you, Dad, or not watching you, Dad. So Metallica retiring Blackened whiskey. Beastie Boys have an official bootleg live album coming out, or Nick has it as a boot. I got it on boot. It's now getting an official release.
It is a truly amazing show. Love it.
Time to Get Live instead of Time to Get Ill. So this is from the Check Your Head tour, but interestingly, not a lot of songs from Check Your Head. This is a national TV broadcast live at the Kawasaki Sita Club in Kanagawa, Japan, September 19th, 1992. On beautiful cherry red, fire engine red vinyl. Great old picture of the guys. And here's the set. I mean, like, if you really want to hear the set list.
I want to. I've heard it. I know it, but I just love hearing those words.
Yeah, I know Don's a big fan, and so is Dr. L. Slow and Low, Shake Your Rump, Posse in Effect, Eggman, Stand Together, POW, or is it POW? I think it's POW.
I think it's POW.
I don't know.
Egg Raid on Mojo, so that's a big one for Nick. That's probably why he bought it, because it has Eggman and Egg Raid on Mojo both.
I bought it because it was $25 and it looked fun and I couldn't find anything else.
The new version is $42. Time for Living in Threes, nice. Michelle's Farm, Holy Snappers. So a lot of Paul's Boutique, right?
This is a lot of
Pollywog Stew.
And yeah, Jimmy James, Sound of Silence, Hold It Now, Hit It, great. Pass the Mic, great. MC Boo Freestyle. Don't need
That's a Japanese dude basically rapping, you're stupid, you stupid, you stupid, stupid, stupid. Except he does it in Japanese. Thankfully, I know that word. It's baka.
I don't require this. I could have had a hit song in that place. Time to Get Ill and Shadrach. So, know what you want. Know you
No
know, no fight for
gratitude.
your right to party. No,
I don't
mostly
think
for
they
Brooklyn.
played "Fight for Your Right"
They
after Paul's
stopped.
Boutique.
Yeah, they
They
stopped playing it after yeah,
What?
what was it? The first tour.
Yeah,
They did
except
that.
for the audiobook for Beastie Boys book and the Beastie Boys documentary, we haven't got a lot of Beastie Boys stuff. So I think like if you didn't have this, this might be worth getting. I think if I had one of those songs I mentioned that I love, I would go get this, but I don't need it if it doesn't have the songs I love.
I'll tell you,
I have Check Your Head on vinyl.
It's really good. It's got Shadrach.
How's the quality? Is it soundboard or
It's
whatever?
yeah,
It was
it's
a broadcast for
soundboard.
radio. So.
Yeah, it was a radio broadcast for Japan. It sounds tremendous. It's got a perfect sound. It's got a deep sound. It's probably my best sounding soundboard record.
Really?
I would
A lot.
I'd bounce on this one.
Best sounding radio broadcast because I've got Metallica, Brotherly Love. Did you listen to that yet? What'd you think of that one?
I have broken down my stereo because I'm moving in a couple of weeks, so I can't.
I've got
listen to
that
them for a little while.
I got two Rogers. I've got Roger Waters 88 and Roger Waters 84. Those sound tremendous. I have a Metallica soundboard from London, one of Cliff's last shows. But the Beastie Boys Kawasaki Club, it's a really, and I mean, wholly recommend it. And you are absolutely right. We have gotten nothing. All we have gotten since they retired.
Remasters
And a book.
And the audio and the vinyl of the audio of the book, which one I think won a Grammy for best spoken word, whatever.
Did you guys see the television, the show that they had on? I think it was on was it Netflix or Prime or whatever?
No,
it
it's
was
on
like,
Apple. I have that now.
That's what it was. Because it was Mike D and Ad Rock, and basically it was like the book. You know what I mean?
The book,
but it was
3-hour live show basically.
But it was so much fun. It was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, thank you for reminding me. It's on Apple. I have Apple now, so I can watch soccer.
Maybe Melissa and I will watch it. No, thank you, soccer. And then let me just for like 2 minutes talk about my Milwaukee trip. So I just came back from Milwaukee, and boy, am my arms tired. I went to Milwaukee Metalfest. It was incredible. The third day was a lightlier attended and not very, like lesser bands. Some of the bands played 2 sets, exclusive double sets that were different. It was a pre-party Thursday night with a couple of bands. Gasket, who's kind of a punchy hardcore band, a couple of Torn Open, and a couple of other death metal bands, and Jasta and Friends doing a bunch of covers and Jasta Hatebreed originals and Jasta originals. My homie Nick Petrino, who was in Dee Snider's band, Taz, with the Marty Friedman poodle hair, he's incredible. He was there. Charlie Belmore was there. Caton from Hyrax came out and did an Exodus. Rob Dukes came out and did an Exodus. And I went.
Was Zetro out?
Zetro.
Damn it! You beat me to it.
Zetro is out. Dukes is in, and Dukes' band Generation Kill played, and I saw them, and they were okay. And I like Dukes. I love Dukes and Exodus. I saw Exodus a couple of weeks ago. They were fucking great.
I love everyone in Exodus, but I love more Dukes in, Zetro out, Zetro in, Dukes out. That's
yeah,
what
of
I
course.
love.
Well, that's
I will always be Team Zetro, though, man. I don't care.
Maybe we get a shirt with both of them on it. Anyway,
it's like back in the day, there were only 2 coaches that could coach for Montreal because they spoke French. So one would get fired and they would just hire the other one. It just went like that for 20 years.
Fun. Did I mention last week that Exodus played the Fab Mab, which reopened recently, which was the Mabuhay Gardens that all the thrash and punk bands played? And so they did their whole tour. They did their whole tour with Sepultura. They played Berkeley. I went to the show. They went to LA, played that show, drove back to San Francisco on the bus, and played the Mab in San Francisco. I'm going to try to get there at some point before I move out of town in a few weeks.
That's the club from the documentary, yeah?
It's one of them.
Blood on the Stage or whatever that one was called?
Yeah, it's the one where Rich Birch is jumping over the crowd off a speaker.
Yeah.
Bang the head that doesn't bang, Rich Birch, right? Rich Banger Birch. So, like, they played that reopened place last weekend with 200 people and their friends and family. I wish I could have gone. I couldn't go because Melissa and I had stuff going on. But like, wow! I hope some other more bands play there. Some thrash metal bands, but mostly punk and indie rock. But I'm glad it's opened.
So that is badass, though. Yeah, I love that.
Milwaukee Metal Fest. I bumped into Wolverine Kills, Gareth Sean Garrett Thompson, whatever his name is. And sorry, bro, I love you. And I met him and he's like, yeah, it's kind of chill up here. Come to the rail. I was like, okay, I'll go to the rail. And I was so pumped for this cover set. I went so fucking hard for the first real band of the weekend that I was shot for the rest of the weekend. I like blew my voice out screaming to Strike of the Beast and Bonded by Blood. And, a few other. And Jasta and his band closed with South of Heaven, which was killer. And I put a little video up. So the rest of the festival was great. I saw Acid Bath finally again after like 30 years. I saw Ministry do kind of a greatest hits, although I got to be honest, a lot of Ministry stuff is on tape vocally, like Gang vocals and even Al's vocals are a little probably on tape, but whatever.
I saw them a couple years ago as well. I forget whom they were opening for though. It was a weird
Ministry
juxtaposition.
Wouldn't be opening unless it was Meshuggah. They would not open for anyone.
Festival, I saw them open.
I don't know who you could have seen them open for because they don't open for anyone. Any case. So Acid Bath, great. A lot of people were confused. They did not play some of their hits and people were pissed. And it's like, I don't know what you want. Like, do some research on the band. Dax Riggs doesn't care about your fucking feelings. Bands don't owe you a set or anything or your favorite song. They don't. But, he's always been anti the music industry. But they were brilliant. If you get it, you get it. Yeah, it was just a tremendous weekend. It's just a tremendous weekend. And I got to see John Bush do the Anthrax set finally.
Awesome.
After a couple of years. I had seen him earlier in the year with Metal Allegiance do some covers, but not Anthrax songs. So, yeah, man.
Say a little more about that, though, because I mean, even just abbreviating,
so Anthrax
I
does not play any of the John Bush era stuff. They have tried to do only a few times with Joey. It's not because of Joey. Joey and I spoke when he first came back in the band, and he's like, I will do, John is phenomenal, and I will do all of his stuff if they want. I don't sound like him, and he doesn't sound like me, but he did my songs, and I would do his songs, right? Anthrax doesn't do any of them. 10 years, one platinum
album. Very
album.
Bruce Dickinson of him.
One platinum album, one gold album in that 10 years, 4 albums, period, which was one of the worst periods of their lives, so I understand. If you saw them Anthrax behind the music, you understand why. But, I don't know how you could have a platinum record and also 2 platinum singles and not do them. Occasionally they will do I'm the Man. By the way, when I went to the Milwaukee Brewers game and I saw the sausage race, the intro music before the sausage race was I'm the Man. Havanagila, right?
Amazing.
Tremendous.
I was like, someone's a metal fan at the PA announcing team of Milwaukee because they played a lot of wild metal songs as well.
Well, they have the Milwaukee Metalfest. You gotta have.
I don't know. A lot of metal.
For the record,
there were some metal people there.
I saw Ministry as the special guest for Alice Cooper and Rob Zombie.
That's why. Okay, that's why. I missed that leg of the tour. I saw the later leg of the tour that had Filter instead of Ministry, and that was fine because I love Filter and I don't care.
Was that last year that they did that run?
2 years.
2 years.
Okay, because I think that was Pepe Clark's first run.
Yeah, because Roy was busy with
Ministry.
Cantrell. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, first he had some health issues, and then he was busy with Cantrell because he did the records with Cantrell. So Ministry was great, career-spanning set. Did not get the recent stuff. We didn't get Paul Barker to come out. They didn't do Lady Lay from Filth Pig. They had been playing all of Filth Pig festivals. What was that? Did a dog?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was sniffing my microphone to make it pop in my ears. I thought I was muted. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
What?
So great. Milwaukee Metal Festival was great. I highly recommend people go. The food was great. I had curds. I had Culvers. I drank a Spotted Cow. It was revelatory how good Spotted Cow was. If I lived in Wisconsin, I would drink Spotted Cow all the time, and my beatus is already trying to kill me, and I got to do better. So like Spotted Cow is fantastic. I had British fish and chips at a British owned bar. A guy that emigrated from here is the father.
Did you put malt vinegar on the fries?
I put malt vinegar on the fries and I dipped a little on the fish. I
snuck in my own.
I snuck in my own. Well, what I do is I take the tartar sauce and I bring my own hot sauce and I put a little hot sauce in the tartar and I mix that up.
See, when I get fish and chips, I take the tartar sauce they give me and I throw it the fuck away.
That's great. Well, I mean, good tartar sauce is worth having. But I understand.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No,
and they had very good fresh made.
You ask Duncan Evans what you put on fish and chips.
He's going to say malt vinegar
and ketchup, actually.
Ew.
Yeah, both.
Well,
It's
then
actually
again,
better.
Europeans put fries on pommes frites.
That's just
mayo.
Belgians.
I put mayo on
Mayo.
fries.
Okay, don't be Southern, Don.
It's not Southern, it's French.
How can you ask him to not be Southern? He's fucking Southern.
Fair.
And you can't ask
I'm
me to
not.
be French.
I'm not Southern.
You are, well, something. Anywho, so yeah, I can't say enough good things. Milwaukee Metal Fest worth going. Next time I go, I need unlimited money and a whole extra suitcase for vinyl, shirts, patches.
Next time you go, I'm going to do my best to be there.
You don't like festivals, but I will tell you, and Don also, if
I don't
you don't
like I don't like
festivals-
large festivals.
Well, hold on a second. If you don't like festivals, Milwaukee Metal Fest is 5,000 people cap. Now the problem is the only
That's
problem.
perfect.
The only problem is this. The problem is that it's 4 stages in 2 adjoining clubs, and there's a lot of stairs. So my back kind of went out on me. I hurt my back kind of last week. I'm starting to pack up to move. I did a lot today right before this. I know I'm like at 5 or 6 minutes here. I'm sorry. I'll go quickly. And I did do ADA for a little while because they just hooked me up. But like, I don't know. Like, hopefully next year, this time, I'm like 50 pounds less Keefy in the middle, and my back is stronger and better from exercise and diet. And I don't know. But like, it's a lot of stairs. And the littler clubs, there's like a bar and a smaller bar, 2 bar, like little bar-sized venue stages in the whole venue, and they're boiling hot and 2 crammed with people. So I saw like a little bit of the Crosses from outside in the hallway. This is the De Krutzen cover band, basically, who are from Milwaukee. I also went to the Bobblehead Museum, and I got a Joe Hoekstra.
I am still
Bobblehead. It's
like
fucking
amazingly
mind-blowing.
jealous, surprisingly, that you got one.
I still don't know who that is.
He's in Whitesnake and TSO, bro.
Yeah, he's in
You
Trans-Siberian
saw-
Orchestra.
But he wasn't in
Whitesnake-
Sabotage?
No, that's a different.
No.
It's Al Petrelli.
Was he the one in Revelation Saints too?
Maybe.
Revolution Saints?
Here,
I can't remember.
I'm sorry for my face in the screen. Here it is, right here. Like,
Dude, that's
dude,
beautiful,
look
man.
like, dude, like this isn't. I love that.
That's not a Funko. Is it a bobblehead or a Funko Pop?
That's
bobblehead.
a
They do
bobblehead.
have Funko Pops at the Bobblehead Museum, but they are not a strictly Funko Pop thing. Interestingly enough, they had a bobblehead doll of Lars, none of the Funkos, and none of the other members of Metallica. So the Bobblehead Museum has a wall, and it was like, oh, tell us who you want to see here. And I was like, the rest of Metallica, you nerds.
I'm about to go Kylo Ren and give CPR to myself. There's something weird going on under my ribs.
Okay, you all right, bro?
Stop that.
Probably.
Kylo
So anyway,
Ren.
Milwaukee Metal Fest, 2 thumbs up, highly recommended. I had a wonderful time. Midwestern niceness once again. Third Midwest, twice to Chicago, once to St. Louis, now to Milwaukee. Wonderful people, great food. Everyone's nice. No one was a dick to me with my Yankees hat on. And my travel, despite some plane delays because of Southwest, was actually, I had like a 4-hour delay. I got to
Hey,
watch
bro, we're the mid-best.
The Midwest is right. You are right. Anyway, that's my review. I'm really sorry that took a long time, but like, that's just a microcosm of how awesome it was. Please go to Milwaukee and support them. And when I go back, I'll do all the serial killer stuff with Melissa. And I didn't get
I really want to go to Ed Gein's place in Plainfield.
I tried to go see friend of the show, Tom
Ed Gein?
Jordan of 20 Watt Tombstone, but he had too much going on with family, and I didn't really build in enough time to I would have needed like a whole day to get to where, like, back and forth, and I just couldn't do it. But
he's not in Milwaukee.
He's not in Milwaukee. He's about an hour and a half, 2 hours north of Milwaukee, in Wausau.
Oh, Wausau.
Which is where Melissa's bestie
if
is from.
I meet you there next year, we're gonna bake in a couple of extra days
Eroding Winds.
to go to minor league baseball.
I'll go to minor league baseball.
Oh.
There are 4 minor league teams. No Horseshack. We're not talking to you right now.
I want to go to minor league baseball.
What did I just say?
Hey,
Didn't you go to like a Star Wars night at a minor league baseball and send us a
dude?
picture?
I've been to 3 minor league games here in the past month.
I have been to multiple Star Wars nights in minor league baseball in St. Louis with friend of the show Danny Nichols stormtrooping.
That's cool. Danny Nichols.
That's actually pretty bad.
Danny
Pretty
Nichols
badass,
is a
actually.
prize. He's a prize.
He is just really the greatest human I've ever known.
That's kind of right.
He's just the
Shirt
purest
check.
person I've ever known. Shirt check.
And
Friend of the show, Gravehuffer.
Sorry, I was talking. Go ahead.
Shirt check. Friend of the show, Gravehuffer.
Thank you.
Quarantine War Machine.
Happy Pride Week, y'all. Protect trans lives, okay?
Also, I want to apologize to Gravehuffer. I missed them when they were here. I'll catch them here next time in July.
There you go. And I have, and first of all, no comments on me wearing a white shirt for only the second time in the entire history of this podcast. But Sleep. This is a really cool Weedians and
I like that.
Sleep Dope Smoker.
I am glad I changed my shirt because I had a white shirt on, but it was a little bit too tight on my man boobies, so I didn't want to do that.
I thought we were going to all wear white shirts today, but I just didn't get the memo.
We should coordinate that though. But Keefy, at least white will,
I haven't worn the Gravehuffer in a while. It's time.
Your man goo won't show up on it as badly.
My kid actually asked me, like, Dad, what does it mean to be a Gravehuffer? Is it a good thing? I don't know. So let's talk about 1992, the unleashing of an icon. This is the Kraken. This is Medusa. This is a titan of death metal, one of the greatest death metal records of all time. If you don't mind me spoiling a little bit, this is also one of the best-selling death metal records of all time. I believe it is number 3 on the all-time death metal selling list. It sold over 100,000 copies. And for a death metal record, 100,000 is basically going diamond. Let's be realistic. This is also the time when the Tampa Bay death metal explosion happened. And 1992 was such a much more innocent time because we now have, as Rufus would put it, the factioning of all the metal. That's what Jesus hated. He hated the factioning of all the religions and dogma. If you don't
homie owes me $12. I can't say that.
He taught me the secret of the resurrection once. We were at this wedding in Kano, but I got drunk and forgot it.
I think it's Canaan, but I'm not the religious one here.
I don't care.
My friend is a preacher.
So my best friend is a preacher and performed my wedding. He does not listen to this. He does not care about Deicide. I know. It's weird.
It'd be funny if he did, though.
I tried. Where was I? So it's an innocent time because metal is just starting the real factions, Later on in life, we retconned all this, right? We had metal. We had the new wave of British heavy metal. We had thrash metal. We had as time goes on, we look back at all these bands and we separate them. But back then, in 1990, it was metal. And in 1990, Nirvana was kind of considered metal. Soundgarden was metal. Later, Kim Thayil says, "Oh, I hope we didn't do anything because I hate metal." On the Sam, what's that guy's name from Ottawa? That did the VH1, the story of metal, Sam something or others?
Sam Dunn.
Thank you.
Banger TV.
Great. He did two great series, and he did a great episode on extreme metal on the long form documentary he did. Not Heavy the Story of Metal, which was 4-part. I forget what the other one was called. They're on VH. They're on YouTube, free to watch. Just look up Sam Dunn. And there was a lost episode, which was extreme metal, which covered death.
We could do a drunk watch of that, and that would be fun.
That would be awesome.
Or what?
I mean, just pick one. Pick them.
Okay, so one, not the whole thing, because that's no. I don't want to drink that much.
Yeah,
it's like 12 episodes. I mean, that would be like a day. We just sit here.
And then Glacially Musical did Ken Burns Baseball.
Even I got that. That was pretty amazing.
And the Glacially Musical Podcast does a drunken rendition of Ken Burns' The Civil War. It's never been so funny.
We could do the metal Headbanger's Journey, because that's just
that's the one I'm talking about. That's the second one.
That was the size. Yeah, just pick one. We don't have to do the whole series.
Right. Anyway, moving on. What's interesting about this time is, again, this is when the factions, this is when the borders, the subgenres stop being subgenres and become genres. And death metal is a genre, black metal is a genre, thrash metal is a genre. They're different. They're all very different. Now, your average normie can't hear the difference between Iron Maiden and Deicide because they're dumb, or they just don't care. I can't tell the difference between country or western, so, I mean, whatever. Say what you want about me. But once death hits, once obituary hits, once Cannibal Corpse hits, things get real close. We're 2 years out from the greatest terrible movie of all time, featuring an NFL kicker. Anybody want to jump on this?
Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
What band was in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective?
Cannibal Corpse.
There we go.
Don knows that. How about that?
Movie was fucking stupid.
I thought it was fun. I liked the second one too.
I like Jim Carrey when he's being acting, not when he's like doing a stupid haircut and dumb faces.
Which one was the one where Chris Farley rips the nipple ring off? Was that the?
Oh, I had a nipple ring. Ow.
Wasn't that Ace Ventura? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Stop it. Omar, cut this. Omar, cut this, and somebody, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind me right now. Boom! Double Jim Carrey reference. Where was I? Don, stop Googling. Don, I see you Googling. Put your fingers down. Put it away from the keyboard. So, this is when death metal becomes... It's a subgenre. It's a niche genre. But I can remember watching an expose on it on like Inside Edition or one of those, trashy 4:30 p.m. news shows. And they were talking about how it's, so crazy and nuts and I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. So what happens when one band sells? The record labels, because as my good friend Nate, the aforementioned Nate from last week once put it, record labels are not cool people, they're banks. They're just banks. So somebody makes money, they can make money. Let's be honest, how long do you think it took them to record last week's record? 3 days? 4 days?
We know, like 2 weeks.
That long.
And they were bad about it, that it wasn't longer.
And 2 weeks in 1990 is like 400 years now.
Here's one thing that I think doesn't get talked about, and this is maybe something for a chaser where we could break down the music industry and former roles versus today versus reality. I think that A&R will, manages the relationship and nurtures the band, theoretically. And what you don't actually realize is bands get promised something from the A&R. Hey, we're signing you, this and that. And then the reality is, hey, you're almost at the budget limit, finish the record up. Metallica spent 11 months making Injustice for All, and Kirk Hammett had 11 days to record all the solos, and he was furious. Now, it's not my fault he didn't work on most of them until that 11 days happened. But,
remember what the guitar player doesn't do his homework says.
Nothing, because he's the guitar player.
The sound isn't working for me. The sound's not working for me.
That's a good one.
That's from a year and a half live Metallica. Yeah, Metallica having 11 months to record Injustice for All is absolutely insane to me. Like, that Elektra would give them that much money. At that time?
I think Master of Puppets was gold in the couple of years it was out. So
right. It was gold. 11 months? That's like Def Leppard time.
Michael Alago. That's the magic of Michael. He made it, he got them what they needed or wanted. Plus Q Prime, which we never talk about.
He got them what they wanted and needed, plus 11 days for Kirk to do all his parts.
I mean, some of the best solos he's ever done are on that record, but
that is also true.
He hates a lot of them.
He went back to the well on a bunch of that, just kind of like, oh, what did I do? Yeah, anyway, great record. So all the labels now jump in. Carcass has become death metal, proper death metal, and it's a genre on the rise, and we're even seeing death metal on Headbangers Ball. Morbid Angel gets played, Obituary gets played, Cannibal Corpse, of course, gets played. So it's a really interesting time where these people actually thought that death metal was going to become a financially viable musical genre. It did not. Spoiler alert. It became a really cool genre, so that's what matters. Now, Keefy, if you don't mind, let's pump it hard with the albums of 1992. Let's book through this. Oh, and by the way, sometimes I sniff my microphone because, like the man said, the microphone smells like a beer.
Oh, nice. So We have done 1992 several times. It is a lot of records, but I have trimmed out the fat, mostly, except for a couple I want to make fun of. And this would be... Did we do this, Nick, where we did the... What's the best album in 92? I feel like we might have, or 91 of those.
We can do it next week.
Well, I'm saying, like, if we don't have a chaser, we don't have a special Deicide themed guest. Maybe that would be a good one, because
that'd be a good chaser.
So Don doesn't know this. Nick and I, at one point, like whatever year we left off on the week before in the regular series when we did the chaser.
That's because Don didn't go back and listen to the lore.
Well, he doesn't
Don,
have time.
listen
Don
to
is writing a book, making music, doing podcasts. What do you like? Give him a break. He's practically got a child with Ozzy Osbourne. He's busy.
I just want more views.
I know, me too. I don't always nonstop stream all our stuff from Airbnbs I stay in, but when I do, they watch Glacially Musical and Talking to Talk God.
I love that.
And with that,
excited about those subscriptions. He's like, no, I did those from some random Airbnb in Milwaukee.
That's at first I thought he was joking, but then no, he's not joking. He's not joking.
Did you catch the name that I used on that burner account?
No.
What was it?
Rick Savage Animal.
Oh.
It's a savage animal.
It just rolls off the tongue.
Rick Savage Animal. I'm going to use that as an alias somehow. Okay, albums in 1992. Oh, Lightning Round. 24/7, my hometown. Strength in Numbers. Great album. AC/DC Live. Don't recall.
No need.
2, not 1, but 2 10 of 10 records from Alice in Chains.
Oh.
Dirt, previous podcast subject, Dirt, and Alice in Chains Sap. Both brilliant.
I have never heard Sap.
We were talking about it a while back that you said you hadn't because I checked it, and you have. You just don't remember. Got me wrong. Is Sap. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
Amorphous.
Wait, did we do a series on them?
We did. Amorphous. The Carillion. You were like, I wish we hadn't done the last one. Anyway, we did do the Unplugged. That was nice. Don was here. It was just not that long ago. I can't believe you don't remember last summer. Amorphous, the Carillion Isthmus. Why does this word have almost a lisp in it to say it?
Why is it Corellian? Is like Han Solo in that?
Not Carillion, but Karelian. It's Finnish. Anyway, a now disgraced band that was brilliant, Anathema, the Crestfallen debut EP. This band sucks. Anvil, worth the wait. Fuck off.
Linkloff.
Great underrated death metal band Asphyx, Crush the Cenotaph.
I prefer Ass Broken.
Yes. The debut album from At the Gates, Rest in Peace, Tompa, The Red Sky is Ours. I have it on vinyl. I bought it not that long ago. Another death metal, Atrocity, Todessensucht. I can't say words in German as well as I used to. Autopsy, Acts of the Unspeakable, another death metal band maybe from Florida. Bang Tango, Don, Ain't No Jive Live.
Danny.
Fuck that band.
Danny's played with them.
Another British death metal landmark, Benediction, Dark is the Season EP. You're seeing now 90, 88, 90, 92. How many more death metal albums there are? Biohazard, second album, Urban Discipline.
God, I need that. Why have I never purchased that?
I don't know. Here's one you did that you shouldn't have. Black Sabbath, Dehumanizer.
Eat Your Own Butt. That is an amazing couple of songs.
Look, eat Nick's butt, puke it, and then eat mine afterwards. So,
all right. Dog De Lemount. Anyway, you like that, right? Blind Guardian, Danny, Somewhere Far Beyond, but not far beyond Driven. Hey,
Dungeons and Dragons metal.
That's it. Previous podcast subject, Body Count with Cop Killer.
Man, what a great idea with just such terrible follow through.
Future podcast subject, Bolt Thrower, The Fourth Crusade.
No, thank you.
I may have bought a Bolt Thrower shirt at Metalfest. Bon Jovi, Keep the Faith. I had this on CD and it fucking ruled. I don't care what you say.
Never actually heard it.
That is a great album, by the way. Is that the one with Dry County? It's got the song Dry County on it.
Stop it. We're running out of time.
I had learned the Keep the Faith. No, we're not. I had learned the Keep the Faith bass line. Anyway, this record is 28 minutes today, bro. Relax. Brain Dead.
I want to stop talking about Keep the Faith by Bon Jovi.
Sure. Brain Dead, From the Ecstasy, thrash metal. Brutal Truth, Extreme Conditions Demand Extreme Responses, grindcore death metal band.
What a title.
A very good title. Candlemass, Chapter 6, great album, great band. Previous podcast subject, Tomb of the Mutilated. Future podcast subject, Carcass, Tools of the Trade.
You didn't say
EP.
whom that was by.
Tomb of the Mutilated. Previous podcast subject, Cannibal Corpse. Yes?
Yes,
No?
yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
okay. Nick's father, Carcass, Tools of the Trade EP. Don, that was your cue.
I've never heard that.
Okay.
Oh my God, love it.
Yeah, it's great. Cathedral, Soul Sacrifice EP, not a song by Santana. This is a...
God, I hate Santana.
This title is insane, but I don't know about this record. Celtic Frost, Parched with Thirst I Am and Dying. It's a compilation.
Wow, that is a title.
That is a lot,
After
actually.
you shit the bed as a band, that's what your record label puts out to get.
That's what you have, and then you have to unpack that.
Yeah,
So let's
Cro-Mag's last album.
They were
at
still
that
a thing then?
They were still a thing, about to break up. Cro-Mag's Alpha Omega. No Harley, just John Joseph. A record Don possibly had, Damn Yankees, Don't Tread.
I thought you were my friend. Fuck you.
You don't?
Wow.
Ouch. Like I said, Damn Yankees should have played the Trump 250. Anyway.
Which we should have said in the news is basically canceled now.
You said it last week. A record I have, and future podcast subject, Dark Throne, A Blaze in the Northern Sky. I have it.
Not the one I have.
Not the one you have, but a great one. Future podcast subject, Danzig 3, How the Gods Kill.
I got a booty.
My favorite Danzig.
I liked this record
My
when it
favorite
came
too.
out, and then when I went back to listen to it a while back, I was like, oh no, this album's terrible. Def
Danzig
Leppard,
2.
Adrenalize.
Oh my God, that album is terrible.
Not even 2 steps behind could save it.
It takes everything that was bad about Hysteria and does those
There's nothing
5
bad about
times bigger.
Hysteria. Nothing is
I
bad about
disagree.
Hysteria.
It's not. It's
We
not.
did
it's
it.
not
Didn't we do it? We did it. And you
Did we
loved
do it?
We did it.
I love it, but it's not a 10 out of 10. It has problems.
Whatever.
not as-
Another band from my
We did do it.
hometown of the Bronx, New York, Demolition Hammer, Epidemic of Violence. Their best record still to this day. They are still around. Dismember, Pieces EP, another death metal band. Fantastic. Dream Theater, Images and Words. Not their debut, but the big breakthrough, right? Pull Me
I
Under.
don't trust anybody who likes Dream Theater.
Oh,
Oh, fuck you, man. That's a banger album. Though.
Whoa!
That really is a good album.
yeah. Exorder, The Law. I have this on vinyl. Phenomenal. Exorder series, maybe. Previous podcast subject, not a great album. Exodus, Force of Habit. They should have forced
an
themselves
album.
to not have made it. It's got songs on it.
It's got grooves. It's got grooves.
Another one. I'm trying to rapid fire it. Another one that I had on CD. Extreme, 3 Sides to Every Story. A really good album.
Not bad. Not bad.
Their best.
Then that's where I got the term 3-sided album, because that's where I got it from those dudes on that record.
That's fair. Faith No More, Angel Dust. Previous podcast subject. I
Not
love
great.
it. Nick does not like it.
It's got 2
Somehow.
great songs.
Faster Pussycat somehow has 2 records this year. Why? Belted.
Faster
Buckled,
Pussycat
Good.
still is around in this year?
92. There was like.
Did
their
nobody
third year.
check a calendar?
Oh,
And Whipped.
Whipped, Belted, Buckled, and Booted was an EP that had the You're So Vain cover on it, and
Oh,
like a
that's
couple
for
of
that.
other things. So it was like a 5-song.
I
EP.
know that from Hell Headbangers Ball. Fear Factory debut album, Soul of a New Machine. Fantastic.
I didn't know they were that old.
They are older than that even. They just had a record that was not allowed to be released by Roadrunner until after they left the label. Firehouse, Hold Your Fire. Fuck. The
Seen it in
debut-
concert.
Yeah, the debut studio album by The Gathering. Always. Great album.
That's a fucking great record. And by the way, if you guys like The Gathering, check out Brave. If you haven't already, they're amazing from Virginia.
Cool. Another record I had the tape of and broke from playing it too much. Godflesh, Pure, Community College. Keefy was into industrial metal heavily.
For a second, I thought Community College was in the title, and then I was going to go buy it.
No, Swedish death metal band Grave, You'll Never See. Let's see. Previous podcast subject, War, America Must Be Destroyed.
Words have never,
Fantastic.
truer words, never been spoken. Got it on vinyl.
Arguably their best record.
I think so too. That's interesting.
No, Hello is their best.
No, I think it's that I think This Toilet Earth's got a lot of good stuff on it too. But
No.
Ragnarok,
This-
though.
This
That's mine.
Toilet Earth is
Yeah.
too confused. It's too confused.
I love the EP from last year. Helmet, Meantime, Future Series When.
Will do.
Hypocrisy debut album Penetralia. I don't know about that title, but a great band.
Terrifying title.
Speaking of old school death metal, this is Pennsylvania. Incantation, Onward to Golgotha. I just saw them at Metalfest. They were great.
They're from Pennsylvania?
Yeah, like Western Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh. Immortal, Diabolical Full Moon Mysticism, their debut album. That is fucking, what the fuck is this? What the fuck is that? That guy. A Bath. Taking a Bath. Split Splash on Taking a Bath. The not great Fear of the Dark by Iron Maiden.
What a great song. Wait,
incredible song.
Did we do this many Iron Maiden records?
No, we stopped before. No, Fear of the Dark doesn't even have a great song.
Well, Fear of the Dark is.
That's a lie. Fear of the Dark, Afraid to Suit Strangers.
Those are okay. They're okay.
No. Fear of the Dark is incredible.
Incredible.
Previous podcast subject, King's X, self-titled.
Mm-hmm.
Future podcast subject, Kiss, Revenge.
No.
30-30-30.
I love that record. It sucks though. The worst lyrics. Probably.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can we just? I want a soundbite of that where he's like, because I hate
cut that off.
I love that record. It sucks.
The lyrics.
Oh, they're awful.
Okay, musically and production is a 9, and then lyrically it's like a fucking 4.
And songwriting, it's a 2.5.
And isn't Domino just pretty much Christine 16, who's now like 18?
No, it's actually Nasty Nasty by Black and Blue with new lyrics.
Nick rewrote. Gene rewrote. Sorry.
And he didn't even give Tommy Thayer a co-write on it.
This album is the worst album by Creator, and I will stand by this. Creator Renewal, where they tried to go industrial metal. Mistake. Caius, Blues for the Red Sun. Future Caius subjects podcast soon. Continuing, Lawnmower Death, The Return of the Fabulous Metal Bozo Clowns. If you have a title like that, I can't take you seriously, even though they're a decent band.
They had a great cover of Kids in America.
Yeah, they did. Here's 3 in a row that I bet Don had. Love, Hate, Wasted in America.
Yep.
Lynch Mob, self-titled.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Fire and Ice, Yngwie Malmsteen, no Yngwie J.
No.
The Yngwie Malmsteen albums are the ones that suck ass. You know that the record label didn't have a lot of faith in them.
Fire and Ice is actually his.
Didn't have a lot of faith in those records because they saved money on the J, on the ink for the J.
That's what I was just going to ask you. Did it depend on where the label was, whether or not he got the J or didn't?
Yeah, if they didn't believe it, no J. No J.
We don't have a budget for a J in a period. Sorry, you're just going to be Yngwie Malmsteen.
Also, if you're Yngwie Malmsteen, no, the JJ.
You didn't sell enough records last time you didn't sell enough records last time to pay for the J.
I just want to know if whenever he autographs one, does he add the J with a period?
I think he signs it with the J. Yeah. Nick.
Yes.
Manowar, Triumph of Steel, terrible, right? Like that's just a given.
Yeah. You can only like that ironically.
Massacre, Inhuman Condition EP. Is this one you have?
No.
Okay. Sometimes questionable, sometimes not. Marduk, Dark Endless, good album, sketchy band. Previous podcast subject, Megadeth, thanks to Don, Countdown to Extinction. Or did we not do it yet? That's the next series.
No, that's the next series. But I love that record.
But we should get to it.
I like that record.
Speaking of bad, Return of the Vampire by Merciful Fate. No wonder
I have that record on vinyl.
That was their reunion
is
album. It is a record.
No, it is not the reunion album.
I'm Nick. I love Return of the Vampire.
No, I don't. Their reunion album was In the Shadows, and I love In the Shadows.
Oh, that's the tour I saw them on. Cathedral was supposed to open for them on that tour, and they got kicked off.
Moving on. I just saw about a third of this album live. Ministry, Psalm 69, The Way to Succeed and The Way to Suck Eggs.
That is a beautiful record, by the way.
It sure is. M.O.D., Rhythm of Fear, decent. Monster Magnet, debut EP, Chab, good. Monstrosity, debut album, Imperial Doom, Florida Death Metal, Tampa Death Metal there, recorded at Morrisound. Mordred from the Bay Area, Vision, everything you like about Faith No More, Mordred did it first. Let's see, more death metal. Mortification, Scrolls of the Megalioth.
Scrolls of the what?
Scrolls of the Megalioth.
Scrolls of the Get Fucked.
Maybe. Probably the last really original good Motorhead album, March or Die.
I love Motorhead. They have no great records.
2 My Dying Bride releases in 1992. Symphonaire, Infernus et Simpera Imperium, and As the Flower Withers. Good band. I have this on vinyl. Napalm Death, Utopia Banished, their first real death metal record that's not grindcore. The debut demo by Necrophagist, previous podcast check a couple weeks ago. Requiems of the Festered Gore.
We should not be talking about demos.
I think we should. Neurosis debut album Souls at Zero, fantastic. 2 EPs from Nick's least favorite band, Nine Inch Nails, Broken and Fixed, appropriately.
That's funny.
Wish it was something real.
That is stuff. That was actually very humorous. I like that.
You're welcome. Previous podcast subject, Obituary, The End Complete, arguably their best record.
No, it is not.
I think it's close.
Arguably by what?
I saw Obituary. They were great.
Isn't that the one that's got the Jerry Springer song?
I don't know. Future podcast subject, Pantera, Vulgar Display of Power.
10 of 10, dick punch anybody who disagrees.
Their last great album.
I disagree. Guess
Dick
who had
punch
a
you.
record this year? Paradise Lost.
Is Zetro in this one, or is it Dukes?
Zetro out, Dukes out.
This show is not complete without news about Paradise Lost album. Somewhere it's like, we're gonna do the albums of 1969. Paradise Lost.
Pitch Shifter debut EP Submit, very good. Industrial metal from England. Propane Foul Taste of Freedom. They just put a new album out.
They did.
Yeah, it's
I
really
remember
good.
when they came out, they were like the face of official rap metal. They were like the first rap metal band.
Kind of hardcore. Biohazard is really.
They were
that
like,
band.
yeah, they were like
make it to the Midwest. To make it to the Midwest, let me finish, people. I'm gonna sniff the microphone.
I'm waiting.
I'm done.
Okay. I checked this recently. Prong, Whose Fist Is This Anyway? EP remixes. I love this.
What a title!
It is. They played it live the other day when I saw them. Rage Against the Machine self-titled debut. 10 of 10. Future Rage Against the Machine series.
Banger.
Rollins Band, The End of Silence. Not the one with Liar, but the one right before it. Great album.
No, thank you.
Saigon Kick, The Lizard. Very underrated.
I have that one.
Record.
Thanks, Joe. Much better than I remembered.
Yeah, really great. Samael, Blood Ritual. Saxon, Forever Free. Don't remember it. Sinister, Cross the Sticks. Skid Row, Beside Ourselves. Don't remember this at all.
That was a surprisingly good one. That's the one that
I've
had
never
some.
heard of that record.
Yeah, that's the one. It's covers. They did like "Come On and Love Me," and they did "Psychotherapy." They did "Delivering the Goods" with Priest. You know, yeah, it was good. It was a good
Come
release.
on, Come On and Love Me is my favorite Kiss song, by the way.
Is it?
They did a great version of that.
Nirvana's got a great cover of it, by the way. Slaughter of the Wildlife, very underrated, great album, great band.
Slaughter had a second record. I did not know
They
that.
have many records, Nick. Stop it. Sleazebees, Power Tool. Don, did you have this?
No, I hated that band with a passion.
Recently remastered and re-released Sodom, Tapping the Vein. Great German thrash.
That
Few
is
more
a
to
good,
go.
yeah.
Solitude Eternus, but Beyond the Crimson Horizon. Not too bad. Spinal Tap, Break Like the Wind.
Incredible. I love that one.
Previous DMA subject.
Stone Temple Pilots Core.
Great
record.
Izzy Stradlin and the Juju Hounds.
I have that on original pressing from the UK.
I love that record too, by the way.
Record, yes.
I listened to it like on Saturday.
Future podcast subject, Suicidal Tendencies, who I just saw the other day. Art of Rebellion.
Why don't I have these?
Not their best, but it was solid.
Really good. Yeah. Testament, The Ritual. Definitely not their best.
I love that record though. And so does Alex Skolnick, for the record, by the way.
I know.
What is
Black Crows, The Southern Harmony and Musical Companion. Very good.
Nope.
I love that record. So good.
2 records by Therapy in the same year. Why? Therapy with the question mark, Pleasure, Death, and Nurse. Nurse is
so it's got Therapy and Therapy.
That's correct. Let's see. Tiamat, Clouds, great band.
Great title.
Tortora, Wild America. That's one for Don.
That's a great record.
Triumph, Edge of Excess. By the way, really quick, I heard Pray Tell from friend of the show, Ken Pierce of Piercing Metal. He got to cover Triumph and said they were awesome because they have a great backing band that kind of is supporting them without.
Oh, so they're doing the Pink Floyd, the Wall situation.
Yes.
So yes. Phil X is playing with them. Phil X and Todd Kearns
and
on
Brett
bass.
Fitz and Brett Fitz on drums from Slash. So like,
wait, Todd Kearns and Brett Fitz?
Yeah,
it's like basically
they have the rhythm section from fucking Union.
Yes.
Yeah, and then they have Phil X on guitar, and they're all like rocking vocals too. I was actually surprised. We should talk about that on another show.
Yeah, sorry about that. Let's see. Continuing, Trickster here. No.
Oh, God, a lot of records this year.
No.
Yeah, sorry. Trouble, Manic Frustration.
This is the fat cutout.
This is the fat cutout. I'm serious. Typo Negative, The Origin of the Feces. Not that great.
Oh.
This is my favorite record by Ugly Kid Joe, America's Least Wanted. Fantastic.
How does anybody
Banger
have
town.
a favorite Ugly Kid Joe record?
I'm the goddamn devil. Anyway,
Oh, my Lord.
Vader,
Devil!
the debut album by Vader, the ultimate incantation for the Polish death metalers. Vital Remains, semi-related to Deicide. Let Us Pray. Wasp, The Crimson Idol, their last good album, but fuck them anyway.
Featuring Bob Kulick.
Yes.
That's correct. Warrant, Dog Eat Dog. Pretty good record.
Awesome
I have
record.
that. Thank you, Joe. That's another Joe record.
Warrior Soul, Salutations from the Ghetto Nation. Phenomenal. And last and certainly never least, future podcast subject, White Zombie, Los Exorcisto, Devil Music, Volume 1.
Oh, what a great record with 3 songs.
That is incorrect, but go ahead.
It's not. It's got 3 great songs. They just do them different ways.
Okay, sure. All right.
It's a terrible album that I love.
No, it's an
That's
amazing
true.
album.
It's like,
I have it
I
on
love
vinyl.
it.
I got it on vinyl too.
I got
Shall
the
we?
repress.
Yeah, I
Shall
got to
we?
repress. I got to repress. So, there's not a whole lot to talk about in terms of production and producing and all that business in studio because you know what they did? They ran it back. Scott Burns engineering, Deicide producing, and recording at Morris Sound Records. The only well, that's not even okay. And then they're on the same label, so they got a hat trick there. Same producer, same engineer, same studio, same label. They went in, they recorded. Dare I say, they were better at recording this time around. Scott Burns at this point in time had produced Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, Morbid Angel, Deicide multiple times. He is really ingratiating himself into the world of Tampa Bay death metal. This is where, when death metal, it stops being this vocally based system and it becomes a musically based genre. The delineations become musical rather than just vocal. So I don't know what else there really is to say leading up to this. I mean, there's no drama. There's no nothing else. My good friend, my old friend Nate did he met up with Glenn Benton at the Venerable and Gone Club 367 in Florissant, Missouri, where Lawyer Wife grew up. And he invited Glenn Benton home to shower. Nate was there trying to get a gig for his band Tribes with Knives, put out one record. I never actually heard it. I heard it in the car once that he was playing for me, but that's it. Glenn Benton signed his copy of Legion, said, "Thank you for letting me wash my ass." Talked about why he went on tour at the time. Not going to say because it is untoward. Because he did not make, at this point in time, Glenn Benton tells him that he makes $25,000 a year doing Deicide. $50,000 a year, album and tour. And he would only do an album and tour every 2 years. So, but he talked about an amazing toy that he bought his child that pissed off his wife. And it's just kind of an interesting moment when you think about that. Say whatever you want about Deicide, say whatever you want about death metal. But Glenn Benton is legitimately a legend in the genre, and he is a legend in the scene. And basically, he was willing to go to some rando dude's house because he had a hot shower. And that's what's so terrible about all of this, that actually made sense to him. I don't know. Any thoughts, gentlemen, or should we just dig it in? Alrighty. Up one, my favorite Deicide song, my literal favorite. And I can remember listening to this on 89.1 WLCA, The Mosh. I would call in to Beetle Bailey every week and ask for this and Dirty Black Summer, because that's the only Danzig song I knew the name of at the time. So every week it was Dirty Black Summer and sometimes Bread Fan by Metallica. This is Satan's Spawn, the Cacodemon. Don.
So yeah, this one was a lot for me. Like just for like right out of the gates, like I was like I don't know what to say. Like they packed a 10-minute song into 4.5 minutes. It's like so much to like.
And goats.
It's like so much
And
to
goats.
digest. It was a little much for me right out of the gate, but I mean, again didn't hate it at all. But I was just like, the classic metalhead in me is not you, or even thrash guy is not used to opening, an album like that, having it be the first. I mean, not even Carcass did that. You know what I mean? Like, so.
No, Carcass did bullshit intro songs. Deicide, goats, death. Let's
Goats, death, hate Jesus.
Let's go. Let's fucking
Jesus,
go.
goats, death. Jesus out. Goats in.
Death, Jesus out, goats in, death
Goats
walking
in.
up. There's the story of Legion. Keefy.
Yeah, so right off the bat, Don, you're not wrong. It is extremely technically advanced. The first thing I would say is, first of all, this title, Satan spawned the Kako demon. Is it the Golgothan shit demon? Is it Kako, is it the chocolate demon? Like chocolate.
I always assumed it was the cacao demon, cacao, like the Willy Wonka demon.
Oh, maybe. Cacao. From
I just figured he put the E in the wrong word.
Right off the bat, much more technically proficient, breakneck speeds, technical death metal, almost forebearers. I think this is a result of Cannibal Corpse and Death having recent albums also at the same time that are very progressive and technical and gibberish sounding, except smart, and not muddy at all. Now you can hear all the instruments, for better or worse. And Glenn, no vocal processing on him, so it's actually Glenn's voice, which I thought was really cool. But yes, this is a great opening track for the album. They're good at openers and closers. The rest kind of blends together like box mashed potatoes, but this is a really good opener and a really great song.
This is my favorite Deicide song. This song is literally the Deicide of death metal. I said what I said. So let's move on to Dead But Dreaming. Done.
You said but. Actually,
Dead Boobs Dreaming.
I liked this one a lot, actually. Like, to me, if this would have been first track, I probably wouldn't have been as jarred right out of the gate. Like, musically, it kind of reminded me of a cross between Slayer and Testament. Like, that opening riff actually sounds like it could have been a Skullneck thing. And it also seems to have a little bit more like melody dynamic to it than the previous song. So I really liked this one a lot. And to be honest, like I said, I think this would have been a better setup for me, but it was a nice treat coming in after.
It would have been a better for opening song with the goats coming in afterwards. It would have made a better dynamic.
It would have been a great post-goat track.
No, pre-goat track.
No, I'm disagreeing with you. I think it does better.
It is a post-goat track.
Yeah.
This is post-goat.
Okay, well then it's a great post-goat track. What are you saying,
come.
Nick?
Pre-goats come.
You brought up come. Not even Don.
This time, yes, I did. It's my fault. Move on.
So, Nick has said come 3 times before me tonight.
Really got come.
I need to change my pants. I love this record.
All right then. I had very similar notes to Don. I wrote Live Undead by Slayer, but faster. And also the string skipping is the Skullneck thing, right, Don? Like that's the very like I feel like
that little. Yeah,
I'm not trying to shit on Glenn, but I think Glenn's riff writing is very,
meat
and
potatoes.
Meat and potatoes,
very
old school
meat and
death
potatoes.
metal. And when the Hoffmans write a riff, it's very flowery.
Yeah,
in a good way. And respect to them. The Dead But Dreaming is great. I also think this probably would have worked better as the first song, but that's just me.
I would have liked it better as the first song. It's still a great song. It's not miles away from Satan Spawn, but that's by design, and I get that. It's this is they're making the Grand Canyon here, one blurry ass handy bass riff at a time, where his hand goes like this, and this is the first time you can really hear that big fat Glenn Benton bottom end. And then when I saw him live, he's definitely got a big fat bottom end in sweatpants. Moving on to Repent to Die.
Army pants, probably. Done.
No, they were sweatpants this time. He was wearing sweatpants.
Did he actually wear sweatpants?
Sweatpants.
He's not even trying anymore. He's trying to hide his boners.
So did he burn it upside down cross into his cack? Or like what?
I don't know.
That'd be very funny.
Do the song, Don. Do the song.
Repent to die. Okay, this again, kind of similar to the previous track. I feel like I'm like, okay, I felt more eased into it. Like, I don't know what the fuck happened for that. And I am going to sidebar just briefly because I'm kind of done. But sidebar, you guess, is that a common thing in death metal to come in so abrupt like that first song, but then to follow it up with two of the more digestible tunes? Does that make sense? Am I making sense?
Yeah, I think
you make
Deicide's,
sense.
it's Deicide's trademark.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out.
Everybody else opens up with these fucking overtures where they like play a riff from every song for 90 seconds. And when my iPhone is on shuffle, that's the only fucking song from Carcass I get is the Surgical Steel intro. I don't get 5304 SL. No! I get 90 seconds of all these riffs a la Pete fucking Townsend. Just give me the good Carcass. Give me the good fucking Carcass. Fuck you.
And you guys can maybe talk to me about this later off record or another episode, but I think what I'm trying to figure out is I'm trying to understand like the facets of death metal because like this is obviously very different from Carcass. Of
death metal.
Do you know what I mean? So like to me, Carcass was very digestible. This harder to take. But
no, it's not supposed. It's supposed to be harder. It's harder, faster, longer, uncut. Except that it's shorter because it's only 29 minutes, which is the right number of minutes for a death metal record. Death metal, the idea isn't progressiveness, although it's there, you just can't hear it. And the vocals cover it all up. It is just a big anvil that you throw on the audience over and over and over with kick-ass solos and blast beats. Keefy.
So, Repent to Die, kind of starting to get very boring lyrically, but okay, that's this.
You paid attention to the lyrics? Man, you are a saint.
I'm trying to. Well, I mean, I'm not a saint because they would kill me. Nice rhythms, very super technical. Even the bass, it's probably some of his best bass work. To be able to play these riffs, these complicated bass things on the like really difficult with a pick and super fast and accurate. So full respect. Again, the best time frame for a Deicide song should be 3 minutes. This is 4 minutes. I could use less of this, but a very good song, like an 8 or a very good song.
Not a whole lot I can add to that. Yeah, Glenn Benton is likely, I will say this though, Glenn Benton is likely the best bass player in death metal. His accuracy, his precision is just absolutely tremendous. It is up there with Skolnick level.
Alex Webster has entered the chat to disagree with you, but it's okay.
I'll punch him in the gut.
I don't know, dude. I think your dad is a better bass player, to be honest.
Yeah, I love Carcass as much as Deicide, but I prefer Glenn Benton's bass riffs to Jeff Walker's bass riffs. I prefer Jeff Walker's vocals to Glenn Benton's vocals. If I could mishmash them into one human being, it'd be a Liverpudlian that gives me beer and sings death metal and plays bass. Glenn Benton gave no one beer. Corpse Grinder gave away water. Let me also say that Glenn drops his falsetto for the first time on this track. He does that.
I meant to point that out too.
Not really all that necessary, but you know what? You do what you do. Moving on to Trifiction, which I don't even know what the fuck that even means. I don't know what the fuck you're saying, little kid, but you touch your brother's heart.
Man, at this point, the songs are starting to be indistinguishable to me. Like, and again, like I listened to this album 3 times. I had to take a Xanax after the second time because I was like, I am going to have a full-on panic attack listening to this shit. It was ridiculous, but like in like the best of ways, because if anything, and we can talk about this, is exactly, yeah. Like I'm starting to get more of a feel of the appeal to this kind of stuff. And so, but this song to me, I was just like, wait, is this the first song again? Like this one was just kind of like nondescript for me.
Fair enough. Sorry, my light just fell over. I don't know why. Trifiction is a portamento of Holy Trinity and crucifixion and also fiction.
That is quite the portmanteau.
Yes, super short song, great guitar stuff, almost like shred guitar, but death metal. And there's a really cool rhythmic stop start part. This is where they start to bring in the grooves. The next bunch of songs have a lot of groove riffs that is very synonymous with old school death metal, specifically Death, Cannibal Corpse, and Obituary as well. And this is a pretty good song.
Not a whole lot for me to add on this one. The solos are great, and this is probably the first like Tampa Bay death metal song Deicide does. Everything else was crossover punk thrash, moving towards it, and they finally hit it. So now let's go ahead and flip the record. Mine is like the Super Satan Rainbow Spawn edition, which I don't know. I just think that was the cheapest one they could get, and they like try to make it evil, but it's like rainbowy. Anyway, next is Behead the Prophet. No Lord shall live. Don.
I have nothing to beat that one, but actually, I have 2 points here that I made. First one is this: are they sounding like Morbid Angel on cocaine here? Because it really kind of had that very Dave Vincent kind of Trey Asgoth sound to it.
This is Morbid Angel on Quaaludes, because instead of doing the
okay, that makes sense.
They
at least had some breaks in there, breathing room.
Right. They were doing gallops rather than double picks, which makes for a great song, and that's all I need to say about this one, really.
And I guess, and my other point was, I actually really like this one. I wish I could explain why. I was like, maybe this is what death metal is. Like, I don't know. Like all I know is that when I listen to it, I was like,
you listen to it, it hurts and makes you feel bad, and that makes you feel so good. It hurts so good.
It's just interesting. I'm starting to kind of get the dynamic now within death metal, because before doing this, I was like, oh, they all kind of sound the same. And now I'm starting to go, okay, wait, no, there's different facets to all of these songs, though. It sounds the
same, but feels different.
Thank you. That's what I was trying to, okay, that's what I couldn't explain.
Don is like, am I enjoying this? I'm unsure. Maybe.
Well, I mean, the fact that I actually could give it a third listen, it was actually, I mean, I bet again, the Xanax helped.
Look, death metal's rough. It is what it is. It's like black metal is rough, but it's supposed to be super rough. Black metal's different, or death metal's different.
May I continue? This is my second favorite song on the record, and I wrote Slayicide. No more notes.
Tremendous.
I just dig this one.
Love the gallops. It's bringing the thunder. Basically, this is Wyatt Earp. They called down. You called down the thunder, and you got it. Moving on to Holy Deception.
Holy Decepticon. I love it. Actually, this one did have kind of a Carcass feel to it. Reminded me a little bit, especially musically. It was my favorite on the album, but I think mainly because it felt like there was actually some like musical dynamics going on, as opposed to like, the train coming right through your fucking house and then leave. You know what I mean? This actually seemed to have some sort of variation to the music. And I actually went back and listened to this a second time. So I really liked this song. I thought this one was really good.
All right. This is my favorite song on the record, believe it or not. Tremendous, almost kind of reminded me of Pantera with the grooves, but again, I'm sure it's not influenced by Pantera. Most death metal fans in 1992 hated Pantera, by the way.
Pantera wore spandex at one point.
That's way before this. Tremendous solos.
Like 4 years.
That's a lifetime for that band, bro. Come on now.
Well, and you know what? In that time, yes, 4 years is like 8 lifetimes, really.
So tremendous solos, although the solo for Holy Deception almost sounds exactly like the solo for Beneath the Remains by Andres Kisser of Sepultura.
You're really not supposed to notice that.
You're not supposed to know that album was a year before this. But anyway, tremendous song. Love it. It's my favorite song on this.
You know what? I mean, it's monotonous, and that's what makes this record great. This is our sound. This is how it's going to go. This is what we're going to do. Either you like it or you get run over. We don't care, because we're playing in a shitty-ass club with bed bugs on the bus. But they did get the Tampa Bay riff style, the for the first time on this one, and they don't use it much. They only use it from time to time. But let's get to the penultimate track. In hell, I burn. Don.
I don't know what happened on this song. I really don't. Because this was like where I was like, it was like they took all of the previous songs and put them in a blender and then mic'd the blender. You know, like it was just so fucking much, dude. Like it literally stressed me out. I was just like, thank God I took a Xanax because I probably would have been in the corner in fetal position sucking my thumb. It was like, it was a lot. Like, I'm not saying it's bad or good, but again, you're talking to the non-death resident here, you know. So this is all still kind of new to me, but that was not that was not one I would revisit. Not now I would play it to torture someone into a panic attack, you know. But like I don't know that I would.
It is a panic attack on vinyl.
Oh, full on. It's a but again, I have to give these guys credit for this because the instrumentation and the playing is like bar none, you know. I mean, like there's no triggers, there's no like any kind of crazy like this is like acoustic, you know what I mean, like real.
It's acoustic hip hop.
Well, I was thinking what's more like a jazz ensemble, you know, like Jazz Odyssey. But anyway,
Lick my love pump.
It's great playing, but it was I don't know, I couldn't handle it. It was a lot for me.
You know, you're not wrong. This song's not good. I don't like this song. This is my least favorite song on the record. It's also way too like double the length it needs to be.
It is that. This is I like this song. It grows more ferocious as it grows more monotonous, which is amazing. I don't know any other song that's ever done that. And then from time to time they go, "Oh yeah, by the way, we can play." By the way, for 4.5 minutes.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the fact that Nick is such a death metal connoisseur. Because whenever I think of Nick, I think of the guy in Office Space, you know, who's like doing the hardcore rapping in the car, and then like the black guy walks by, he rolls the window up and gets down real quiet. Like
look,
in my mind,
just because I roll the windows up when I'm listening to Nelly rolling down Gravoy in Gravoy Park, yeah, I do. I don't need to hear that.
Back up in that ass with the resurrection.
Yeah.
And fuck you, I am not Michael Bolton, but damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
Let's go ahead and finish this off with Revocation of the Alligator.
Okay, I'm actually just gonna read this note for note, my thought, and it says,
I'm just kidding, and actually it's Revocate the Agitator. Nobody noticed.
Relocate the alligator. Like this.
That sounds like really some Cajun shit right there.
Dude, this is another one we can have a lot of fun with.
Francois. We got to relocate that alligator. We got to relocate that gator and get some onion, get some season.
In G.I. Joe, who are the guys who are Zartan's posse? Is it the Dreadnoughts?
The Dreadnoughts.
They would relocate the alligator.
The Dreadnoughts.
They would relocate the alligator for Zartan.
I love Zartan.
I do too.
All right, so here's my notes. And I'm gonna read it word for word. I think this worked through the Xanax. Good fucking Lord. I mean, I don't even have words for this shit because it's like far beyond anything I've ever listened to in my life. I'm still not sure if I like it or hate it. I need a nap. That's what
I don't know if Glenn Benton likes it or hates it.
I mean, to me, again, not knowing that like this was like, I couldn't tell if this was like a good ending for the album. I mean, I assume
it's a great ending. It's a gut punch. It's short. It's in there. It's the right length for a Deicide track. They go in, thump it out, and then this is the death metal mic drop. What do you got, Keefy?
Yeah, I mean, another great ending track for the band. Short, under 3 minutes, furious, grooving, technical, sort of literate lyrics.
Literate or illiterate?
Literate. No, literate.
Oh,
no.
okay.
Actual decent lyrics for the rest of this album, comparatively. And yeah, they end strong every album, at least in this early run. So I'm good with this one. This is a good one. I would have left off To Hell I Burn. Apparently, I don't know if Nick Nick was going to mention this. There's like a rumor that they tracked this so fast that the whole record was 15 minutes, and they had to go back in and retrack it slower and less technical somehow.
I believe that.
That would
I don't
be
know if
amazing.
that's true.
See, now there's a record store day release I would pay to get
the 15-minute
version of Legion.
I'm not gonna lie, I would buy that. I mean, I'd fucking do a fat rail of Zanny, but like I would buy that shit and just fucking
do you know
love
how
it.
high you would have to be to sit down through a 15-minute version of this? I don't know that they make that much pot in
It's
Carolina.
like it's like Chinese water torture. Like,
no, it would be like it would be like water. This would not Chinese water torture. It'd be like you being waterboarded.
oh yeah. Well, well, before we cut out, I meant to tell you guys I had done this and I just totally forgot to use them because I just pulled them out. But I had Glenn Bitten reaction puppets for like what I thought about certain. So it was like this is like what is it? It's like yeah, man, that's pretty cool. Then it's like metal as fuck, and then it's like, oh my god, I need a Xanax. So it's like
So
they'll
basically,
make appearances in the next series, definitely.
It's that second one for 6 tracks, and the other ones each for 1 track.
I think this is the 15-minute cut of Legion. It's like 15 minutes.
All right, let me wrap this up. Deicide Legion is an iconic record. It's a legendary record. It is one of the best-selling death metal records of all time, in my opinion. And as I have said on this show many, many times, as I have said in death metal reviews that I have written for Keefy's Ghost Cult Mag, death metal works the best at 30 minutes. At 30 minutes, you don't get tired of it. It hits you. It pummels. It's perfect. It doesn't have to be super dynamic. It doesn't have to be anything other than just carnage for 30 fucking minutes. And this record is a 9.9 out of 10. In Hell I Burn is okay. It needs one more song, and it needs 2 songs to be shortened. 2 to 3 to be shortened. It needs one more.
It absolutely does not need one more song, man. Like, no, man.
It needs one more song. Hear me out.
No,
it needs
not.
one more song that only adds a net single minute to the record. Because the others need to be shortened. That's what I'm saying. And that, if it did that, it'd be a truly amazing, wonderful, Dark Side of the Moon level death metal record. And that is all that needs to be said about this album. Who's taking us home?
Is it you, Don?
Oh, God, is it?
It can be.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Are we
Do
done,
it, Don.
folks? Is this
Yeah.
it? All right. You've been listening to the Glacially Musical Podcast. Thank you guys so much. Thank you to my wonderful throuple here, Keefy and Nick Boom Boom Cameron. This podcast does not play in Peoria, and apparently neither does Glenn Benton. But maybe if they asked him, he would. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know where to play in Peoria.
He doesn't play in Massachusetts anymore because he had like a potential SA thing with a minor.
Oh,
I don't know.
God.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
yeah.
Okay, so wait, hold on. That would be okay. That would be this Glenn Benton then.
That's
I
like
guess.
Ted Nugent stuff.
What I would do if I were you, Don, is label the backs of them so you have them ready, like face down, and they're like, oh, over it, excited. Yeah, like, that'll make it easier for you.
Happy, pissed, 15 minutes.
Are we good, guys?
But
We're
thank you
good.
guys so much, and actually check out all the links that are going to be in the description,
Rate,
in the bio.
review, subscribe.
Great, rate, review, subscribe, and we love you guys. Without you, there'd be no us. So thank you all
That's
so much.
not true. I'd still do it without them.
Damn.